Loading screen.
Welcome to part 3 of the Sonic Generations playthrough. Commentary. Clusterfuck. Train wreck. Circuits.
All of the
Crapola.
above.
Hopefully you can understand us.
Yeah.
I really like the loading screen for this, until I realized that a game that came out about a month and a bit earlier than Generations pretty much uses the exact same image for a loading screen.
Oh, that can be written off as a coincidence.
I don't know. I think Sega's just stealing nowadays.
What's this Sega Saturn music?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Treasure hunt.
The worst soundtrack
I thought
of Sonic 3D Blast.
I agree.
Mission is so
same
pointless.
This theme is just like two notes repeated over and over again. It's kind of weak.
You have upset the great Clement, FTA.
Maybe it was because I was raised on the Mega Drive version, but with the exception of Volcano Valley, I think the Mega Drive score for 3D Blast is superior for every track, except for Volcano Valley.
Oh, he was being sarcastic. I hate the Saturn soundtrack.
I've listened to both. I prefer Green Groove, Puppet Panic, Diamond Dust, but I really couldn't give a shit about the other two. Or any other
It's
track.
funny how many comments I get, Johnny, about people being like, Johnny likes the
Genesis
Saturn
beats all
music. He
except
said
for the
so in
special
his
stages.
review. You know?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, both tracks have their hits and misses. But,
Yeah, but I never did. Hold on.
It's kind of like...
Let's end this now, my Canadian friend. I like the Genesis soundtrack better than the Saturn soundtrack. But I think Saturn has the better graphics, but I think Genesis has a superior soundtrack. There, that's it.
Thank you.
It's
I
kind
agree.
It's kind of like CD. I don't think one soundtrack for CD is 100% better than the other. I think both tracks have some good, music in it, and that's some shit ones as well.
When it comes to CD, the only preferences I have is that I like Sonic Boom better than Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, and I like the Japan Metal Sonic boss over the American one. Other than that, I really don't give a shit. Again,
A few of them. I think Collision Chaos is better in the Japanese version. In terms of the song, I think Toot Toot Sonic Warrior is better than the opening of Sonic Boom, but I think the ending version of Sonic Boom is far superior to Cosmic Eternity.
And
that
you
wonderful
died.
failure.
I love Title
Did you see that,
Tempest
guys?
on the
I
US soundtrack.
Be sure not to fall off.
The more I think about it, the more disappointed I am that they didn't take the opportunity to include Classic Knuckles doing pantomimes and evil laughs like he used to.
Yeah.
Classic Amy and other stuff.
Well, Classic Amy, I don't give a fuck about. She's just a pink Sonic, but
at least she
I
has
would
a
have liked to see.
dramatic.
Yeah, she's the most different out of everyone.
She
Well,
wears
maybe
a
not
skirt.
Eggman, but...
Yeah, I know. It's her design is, but well, now that I think about it, seeing a pantomime fangirl would have been amusing for a few minutes. But
You forgot the key.
oh, that's where they put Casino Night. Huh.
Do you play Casino Night?
Oh,
No, I don't show
did-
enough.
I like it
music-
enough. It's a pinball
Look,
game.
it's about as exciting as watching pinball.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
Hey guys,
Fun for a mini game, but the Casino Night remix with the kind of jazz band is fantastic.
yeah, I like
Music
that.
I completely agree.
is amazing.
I didn't get this pre-ordered from GameStop, so I don't have the Casino Night. Not that I'm complaining, because I essentially got the game for free.
Admittedly, when I heard there was a Casino Night Zone, I expected an actual level, but then when I looked it up and it was just a pinball machine kind of thing, I was just like, oh, I'm good.
I hope they do more.
We still got
for-
the kick-ass music though, so.
Oh yeah.
I hope they do give us more downloadable levels, but I hope they are actual levels as opposed to whatever Casino Night Zone is, whatever you would call that, mini game, pinball machine, what have you.
I'm looking good.
Cue the man in the mirror music.
Here's an interesting thing about this cutscene. Depending on what Sonic you are when you enter the boss gate, you actually see this from that Sonic's perspective.
Yeah.
They're essentially the same cutscene, though.
Yeah, just from a
Although
different
I think-
camera angle.
I think for this cutscene, it's classic is better because he's much more expressive than modern is.
E-G-G-M-A-N.
Now, this is the difference between classic and modern Sonic in a nutshell. Sonic stops to be a smartass. Classic just
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah, I love
Hey, Sonic, guess what? Guess what, Sonic? You're too slow. I admit, I've been waiting about a year and a half to say that, and it was so satisfying. Now, let's see. Now, I don't get
the
the
first
point.
boss of the game.
I don't get the point of having question marks for the rival and boss battle fights because really the title screen just says rival battle or boss battle. I like big surprise there, right?
It's like a new adventure, la 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 la.
I love that song.
I will
It
say,
totally fits. It totally fits.
I will say though that this
I swear to God, it
Sonic
does.
2 final boss music is really, really epic. It's orchestral and booming and awesome, and I love it.
Better than hearing that same 10-second loop in Sonic 4 over and over again.
Though, as Ryan knows, I don't particularly like this boss fight because I didn't understand how it worked for a good 3 minutes.
Hello, Eggman. How would you like your rape today? Oh, up the ass? Good. That's what I was thinking too.
Again, why would he for this specific robot? Why would he make the only weak spot, the only fit that Sonic can actually jump and hit him at? Seems kind of like really retarded.
Well, you actually could hit him there in the original boss fight. It was just immensely harder to do, so nobody bothers unless they're running.
Here's my thing though. Like in the second half of the boss fight, you have to now hit the head. What's stopping me from hitting the ass some more?
You're stuck on a 2D blade.
Well, what actually happens before you get to these platform bits is that, ow. That hurt. Is that, Eggman will try to float up with his jetpack and stomp on you, and when he lands, he knocks you up to the platforms by sheer force of kickback. And he actually can hit you when he does that if you really suck. And he will keep doing that until you land on the platforms.
Well, that was easy.
You've gotten a lot weaker since.
Remember when that used to be the hardest boss in Sonic 2?
Yeah. So to be fair, people who complain that this boss is easy, it is the first boss in the game. I mean, it's not supposed to be the final boss
And you
anymore.
you actually have rings this time.
Yeah.
With that said, I missed my Silver Sonic cameo.
Well, that would have been fun, yeah.
We got Metal Sonic, so be a bit redundant.
Yeah, but it's not Silver Sonic.
All 3 Metal Sonics.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity. That could have included, Mecha Sonic Mark II and Sky Sanctuary. Would have been cool to see. At least as a side mission, maybe.
What? No! No! Sonic, save me!
Is this what I've been doing to people? Oh my god, I'm such a monster!
No, not to people. To defenseless baby chicks. Somehow that makes me feel even more of a douche.
Now,
Killing a person? That's no good. Killing an animal? Oh god, I'm a monster.
Maybe I should consider enlisting in PETA. Change my ways, turn over a new leaf. Oh,
No,
wait,
he'd just become more evil if he did that.
they did the same thing? Who knew?
in this cutscene, because classic Tails is just there, and like they don't like introduce him. That I actually think that they had a lot more story, but like someone at Sega was just like, fuck it, who cares, and just like edited out like, and just kept in the cutscenes that just affect the story in a way. Because the story is quite, it's not important. The story is in no way important to this game, but it is the weakest aspect. Like that, there's virtually nothing there.
Yeah, it's one of those odd cases where a Sonic game actually has too little story for what it tries to do.
Exactly.
Well, I liked what they did in Colors, where they had plenty of cutscenes. A lot of them didn't affect anything, but they were humorous, and they were a nice reward for beating a boss or getting through a level or whatnot.
They were in no way torturous, Yahtzee! So shut the fuck up.
I mean, you
I
finally
love the
got
cutscenes in
voice
Colors.
actors
I
who
love
know what they're doing, so let us hear more of them. I like hearing them. Especially when you've got when you have such material to work with, because you can do a lot of stuff with this sort of concept.
And they finally
Although
got
I
a
will
good
say-
voice actress / actor for classic Tales.
Is it the same actor?
It's Kate Higgins, yeah.
Although I will say the thing that kind of perplexes me the most is the fact that those proper CGI cutscenes you saw in the trailers are nowhere in this game.
They're not
That
even
to me,
unlockable in any
that
way.
to me, it just makes no sense to me.
Why couldn't you have done that more often in Final Fantasy VI? Damn you!
I love it.
Shut
I
up.
love it. I love it. I love it when you guys do stuff like that. It always makes me laugh.
Hey, where's the penis bumpers?
You know what? You know what though? It's funny that you bring that up. It's funny that you bring that up because Chrysler City actually does have a side mission where there are bumpers, and I was thinking about doing it, but I didn't
Whoa,
want to beat a
wait,
dead
hold
horse.
up! You landed on the helicopter?
How the helicopter? That's awesome.
How the fuck?
Oh, you guys got skills.
Okay, well, one victory balanced out by.
Oh,
a
they
fail.
have this tunnel
You're
section
actually
here.
supposed to jump off the rail onto the wall at that point, but I see you've got your controller tutorials turned off, so maybe you didn't even notice you could do that. Like all you have to do is tap the left bumper and you like hop onto the wall and start running. It's actually a nifty side.
There's actually a
little side path.
Now they bring
yeah.
back.
There's actually a shortcut if you jump over the ramp.
Yeah.
Now they bring back the
You
light
just got to
speed
time
dash.
your boost.
Am I the only one who's pissed off that the light speed dash is now a context-sensitive action?
Yeah, that tripped me up the first time I saw it. Because, like, the first one they come up to you with the Y button, I was like, oh, cool, I used the lightspeed dash. And then I come up to another line of rings without the context, and I just assumed, well, I have the lightspeed dash. I try to use it, I fall to my death. I was like, what the?
Well, here's my problem with it. Okay, on the one hand, sometimes being able to use the lightspeed dash anywhere can glitch the game up like nobody's business. But on the other hand, just only being able to use it in places where it's supposed to be used kind of cuts down on your freedom for speedruns. You know, I used to use the lightspeed dash for such things as straightening myself out during a water run, you know, because Unleashed, in every instance of water, was a bottomless pit.
Yeah.
But
Well, see,
now
what-
you go ahead.
So well, I was just saying to me, the fact that they've limited it to just like it's only in a handful of places in this level. It's like, what's the point? Like if it has
including it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it has to be so context sensitive to specific sections, you may as well just take them out and just not bother with it. I mean, like I know, I know why that they put it in because you know it was such a big thing in the in SA1. So I kind of applaud them for like remembering it. But at the same point, it's worthless. You know, like if the lightspeed dash wasn't in this game, nobody would have cared or like even noticed.
Is there a skill that turns the light speed dash into what it was in Unleashed
No.
in Adventure 2? No?
No.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Well, here's the thing. I do appreciate them highlighting rings where you're supposed to use the lightspeed dash, because, you know, sometimes it's a bit hard to notice that stuff while you're moving so fast. But I just wish it wasn't only those highlighted rings that let you use the lightspeed dash.
I will say, in terms of Speed Highway's music, I love the fact that in the map section here, Speed Highway is the only one to not get any type of like Celtic remix. It's just like everything else has like violins and flutes and acoustic guitars. This one just sounds exactly the same as modern.
With that regard, though, after a while when you travel in the hub world enough, because the music changes every time you enter a different level hub world,
Yeah.
it gets a bit distracting after a while.
I find that if you're going too fast, it sort of backs up a
It's a
little bit.
clusterfuck.
So
Bubble
you'll-
shield.
So if you go from Green Hill to Chrysler City, you'll get there. By the time you get to Chrysler City, you're still hearing Speed Highway's music.
But I will say though, I love this mix. It kind of sounds like something you should be hearing in a club.
Oh,
It just
It's
sounds
very
amazing.
fantastic.
I love it. Although I will say again, like to go back to Modern's remix sound. I remember I was speaking to Ryan about this a few days ago. Modern's remix sounds like 99% the same as the original.
It's more background.
Yeah, I didn't even
it's
know it was
more,
different.
No, it's
Well,
more.
no.
It's more background stuff.
Well, it's like the drumming's faster, and there's like some whoosh sound effects in the background. But apart from that, it's pretty much identical to the original.
Speed Highway starring Cappuccino Machine.
How would you like your cappuccino, sir? I'd like it up and down and all around.
And all around.
And please, write that on your menu in the form of arrows, because that's funny for some reason.
Now, just for clarification, I'm not actually having the bubble shield equipped. It's actually the regular shield, which uses the bubble shield graphics.
Why?
What the
What?
fuck? I was wondering. Oh, I see it. I see the icon up there. Why the fuck?
Yeah, I was wondering why you weren't using the bounce where it clearly would have been useful.
No, why the fuck?
Yeah, I've never used the normal
They're showing
shield.
me like Sonic
new.
Adventure style green shield up there.
Well, I mean, I'd understand them bringing back the shield as a skill. That's an obvious thing, but why not make it blue or green like it was in the other games?
I mean, they have it's easy enough to come up with a graph.
Sonic clearly just hanging outside of the shield there.
Well, it's a good thing the bubble's dense when it needs to be.
I see you're also using the Insta Break skill, which I like.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It lets you stop on a time.
Stop on a dime.
Oh, that's
Oh. I haven't really done much with the skills, so... Meh.
cool. Yeah, me neither.
It's useful for when
I
you
love
wanna
that
mess
part of
around
the song.
with levels.
I just love when it goes into full-on techno mode with the song.
Yeah.
It's a perfect
Again,
classic remix of a song.
It is. I love this. It's just so awesome.
Probably my favorite classic remix out of the bunch.
Just when you
Yeah.
think Skype's getting more cooperative.
It is, generally.
I was wondering why the call quality increased.
I would look. I just dropped.
Oh. And
Wow,
hey,
Johnny,
like,
you got
th-
three
red
rings
rings.
this level. I am impressed.
I
Talking
love
about
that.
4.
I love that goal sign, by the way, and I'm talking specifically of the close-up you can get it when you unlock it in the statue room. You know, after you go through the tedium of inputting all 50 goddamn passwords. The looking it up close. It's so effective. It's just because it's like this 3D imprint of Sonic and Eggman. It looks so good, so much more satisfying than the one in Sonic 4. And that comparison is going to come up a lot in this game, by the way, for everyone.
Although, just,
Oh, hi,
just,
Cream.
just to say quickly, I'm sure people have noticed it, but in the official game guide for this game, they list Cream's first appearance in the franchise as being
Sonic
in
CD.
CD. I know, it's hilarious.
What?
Advance
Yeah.
2? What's that?